question.
Hey church fam, hope you're doing well. It's Friday for me. I'm actually filming this at work on my lunch break. It's just been a busy week. I really wanted to release a video last week, but I couldn't find the time. I have a lot of respect now for YouTubers and other people that create videos and vlogs that release once a week, twice a week, or even more. It just takes a lot of time to film and then edit. So yeah, I'm not doing this on my camera anymore. I'm just gonna film on my phone just to see what the quality is, because it's a lot easier and simpler like this. One thing I wanted to bring up is I'm always willing and I want to support creativity and encourage creativity. So at home, in front of my desk, there's a wall. I have a lot of pictures that I put up of various people in my life, and also things I've gotten, frames I've gotten, or things from weddings I've gotten. So if you have some kind of artwork you're proud of, it doesn't even have to be a traditional artwork in the sense that, watercolor, acrylic, or some kind of drawing on paper. It could be something made of wood or metal or anything like that. I would be willing, if you're proud of it and you wouldn't mind it being displayed on my desk or on my wall, I'd be willing to pay for it. I'm not sure how much, like $30, $40, so just wanted to put that out there. So this vlog, I wanted to share two very strange things that happened to me this past month, in the month of January. First is that I was with a friend walking down a hallway, and then we have security guards that patrol. And so this was a little bit after work, maybe 5:15. We were walking down the hallway, and then the security guard comes in through the door. We are coming from one end of the hall, security guard is coming from the other end, walks in through the door, and then it looks like he's kind of sick or something is wrong. He's not feeling great, he's not feeling well. So my friend is like, hey, are you feeling okay? And then he's holding his mouth like this. I was like, that looks kind of weird. And then there's this very small trash can on the ground, and he goes and just throws up in the trash can. I was like, what is going on? I was walking towards him to approach and to help him, ask if he needs some medical attention or someone to, how he's doing and what happened. But my friend was like, hey, let's go. He had this kind of worried look. His eyebrows were kind of furrowed. It looked like he thought the security guard was contagious, like with the zombie virus or something like that. And so he was like tugging at my arm. And so we ended up leaving. And so my friend walked to his car and I said bye to him. And then I circle around, go back into the building just to check up on the guy, the security guard. And then, so I open the door, I walk into a main hallway at work, and then I see him again, like he's holding his mouth. I was like, what is going on? And he heads towards a different trash can this time, and then he throws up. And I was like, okay, this is really strange. But there are other people also. There was like another security guard who was like walking towards him and talking to him, or started talking to him. So, I think everything was under control, but it was just really strange. You don't see every day after work or wherever you're at, you're just walking somewhere and this guy just like covers his mouth and like throws up. So I was kind of confused. I hope he's okay. To be honest, I don't really remember what he looks like because it was a bit shocking for me and I didn't really get to see his face completely, but yeah, I hope he's doing well. So my question for you, and you can leave a comment, is what would you do if you're walking somewhere, could be at school, could be in the library, wherever you go, and then there's like a couple people around and this guy is like, you can tell he's not feeling well, and he goes to a trash can or somewhere and he just throws up in front of you. So what would you do? So the second thing that happened was, it was 11 p.m., I believe a Wednesday night, 2 weeks ago. I was driving home from someone's house and I passed by this older car, this minivan with the light on. And initially I saw the door was also kind of open, like the side sliding door wasn't completely closed. And so I was driving past, I was like, oh, I should close the door so the light will turn off, because older cars, if you leave the light on, it's gonna drain the battery. The next morning when you try and start the car, it's not gonna start because there's no more juice in the battery. And so I parked behind the car, because I wasn't sure if there's someone inside. It very well may be that someone's inside, like cleaning the car or grabbing something, right? And so, I'm walking slowly because I don't want to scare anyone. What if someone like pulls out a wrench or something and like thinks I'm a robber and tries to hit me? And so I was walking really slowly towards the minivan. I was just saying, hey, is anyone there? Your light is on. Originally, I was gonna plan on knocking on the door of the house, because the minivan's parked right in front of the house. I was gonna go knock on the door, but it was pretty late. It was like 11, a little after 11 p.m. So I was like, I'll just close the door. And then so I was walking towards it. I realized no one was in there. It was kind of scary. Like I stuck my head in just to make sure there's actually no one in there. Like I didn't want a little kid. I was half expecting to see some like little kid sleeping in the car for some reason. But there was no one there, so I closed the door. And I walked back to my car. I start drive off. I'm driving off and I pass the minivan. I realize, what the heck, the light is still on. And so I park again and I go back. And then I was like, okay, what is going on here? I close the door, the light should be off. And so I open the door and then I toggle the switch. There's a switch next to the light. So I was like, okay, now the light has to be off. And so I closed the minivan door again. Yeah, the car was apparently unlocked the whole time. No one ever bothered to lock it. And so I closed the minivan door and I made sure the light turned off. So I stood there for like 10 seconds and then the light turned off and then I drove off. So yeah, that was strange. I mean, in hindsight, maybe I should have told the person in the owner of the car. I should have knocked on the house, but yeah, I really didn't want to because it was so late. So, but yeah, those are my two interesting / strange moments of January.